welcome to another show of Happening Holidays from Cruise1st. Now, if you've had enough of the great British weather, it's time to get some plans in the diary now for some luxury getaways and a taste of hot, sunny beaches, and delicious destinations.
Yeah, absolutely, certainly is. And the luxury in this show is served up by Princess Cruises as we head stateside for some Caribbean sunshine. Oh, yes, please. As well as heading to the great white north of Alaska for fascinating trips. And, of course, that warm welcome from Princess on their stunning ships.
Well, let's start with a corker in August, taking us off on a fascinating Canada and New England adventure for August and 2 exciting city stays and bonuses galore coming your way in this offer. Now, it's 13 wonderful nights and we're flying off first from the UK to New York City. Now, you've got plenty of time to enjoy the city because we're staying here for 3 nights in a hotel first.
Oh, I wonder, do we know anyone that might have been to New York recently?
Oh, I've just been to New York and I've got to tell you, it's fantastic. It's now officially my favourite city to go for a city break. We were there 4 nights and I just feel like you're left wanting more. You could go again and again and again. There's so many different things to do. You can do all like the typical touristy things, Empire State Building, but then aside from that, there's so much more. And I mean, you've seen so many movies over the years, haven't you? And it's always got New York in it. And
yeah.
You're like, what's it going to be like? Oh, it's just like being on a movie set. All comes to life. The senses, seeing that, the Statue of Liberty, everything, it's fantastic. Now, after your 3 nights, you're going to take the Amtrak train from New York to Boston. How exciting is that? I always feel like travelling by train in a different country is just so much more exciting.
Super exciting.
They're actually on time. Now, you then get 2 nights in a hotel when you arrive in Boston.
You've got to say it like that.
You've got to say it like that. Fantastic city again. Now, this is somewhere I'd absolutely love to go. Lovely, lovely place. Look at how green and lush it is. Fenway Park is very famous there. It's the home of the Boston Red Sox, a very, very famous baseball team. And I kind of feel like I don't know much about baseball, but if I was in another country, I'd like to soak it up. Not really just to watch the game. It's all about holding those big red fingers and having a hot dog and popcorn.
You could be a cheerleader for the day, couldn't you?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Time to cruise now on Majestic Princess. And how about a free balcony upgrade, everyone, for your 7-night cruise? How does that sound?
Thank you, Derek.
You're welcome.
It's very generous of you. Oh, let's take a look at Majestic Princess. So beautiful and luxurious, because that's what we want, isn't it? That's right now. We just want a touch of holidays, going somewhere different, and a bit of luxury, don't we? Look at that. Now, on board with Princess, dining is just absolutely amazing. We're just having a taste there of all the wonderful restaurants that there are on board. So many different choices. You've got the main dining room, but then there's some fantastic speciality dining as well. Look at that. Oh, Le Mer, it's just making my mouth water a little bit. And there's also so much to do when you're on board as well. There's the Deal or No Deal game. Now, have you watched the TV programme? Of course you have. Well, everybody has, haven't they? Well, they have it live on the ship, so that's a bit of fun as well. Really, really good fun. There's so many other things happening as well. So, for example, there's an art gallery on board and an auction. So if you even want to buy art while you're away, you can do that. Isn't that fantastic? And in terms of entertainment as well, there's musicians, jugglers, acrobats, live musical performance, comedians, anything that you really could imagine is happening. But of course, it's about relaxing as well. We're looking at the spa there. Perhaps you want to treat yourself for a bit of adults only time. If you are wanting to go sort of multi-generational with the family as well, there's lots for the kids on board. Fantastic kids club. We're having a look at the staterooms now, and there's a really wide selection. Ooh.
There's your balcony.
Lovely. Now, whatever you go for, I mean, they're all really top-notch, aren't they?
Well,
they're really, really well.
Everyone that books this offer, subject to that availability, free balcony upgrade. It's there in black and white on the left of your screen. So that really just enhances your cruise experience. 1, it's a free upgrade. And 2, it's a balcony. And what's not to love about that? Because that's really lovely for those days where you want a little bit of a, lazy lie-in. Maybe you had a day at sea yesterday and you just had a bit of a later night than you would normally. Don't have to get up for an excursion if you've got a sea day coming up, whatever. And you think, you know what, I'm going to rise at like 11:30 and start the day with brunch on the balcony. Oh. That's fine.
What my thing would be when I get ready for dinner in the evening, just to maybe a little drink of something fizzy on the balcony and just take it all in.
Absolutely.
That would be my preference.
Yeah, very, very nice indeed.
Whatever takes your fancy, you're going to love it. Cruising out of Boston, arriving in Eastport, Maine. Now here you've got Acadia National Park. Now it's stunning whatever season you go to. Very peaceful, gorgeous views, and of course you're going to get all those wonderful pictures while you're there as well. Very, very lovely place. St John for the Bay of Fundy in Canada, where you've got an overnight on board in port. Now here you've got the highest tides in the world. They actually forced the water at the mouth of the river to reverse its flow. Imagine that. Well worth going to see that. You've got the old city market while you're there as well, and of course just beautiful, beautiful views. Next we're going on to Halifax. Now here you've got the world's second largest natural harbour, and it's a really lively hub there. It's known for its historical charm. You've got a real community spirit, incredible fresh seafood and just natural landscapes. On to Sydney next in Canada. Now here it's known for its unique Celtic music and culture as well. And this part of the world, it's all, isn't it, about the scenery, the views. It's very, very lush. It's very, very green. Beautiful excursions while you're there as well. A day at sea brings you back to Boston, where you get your flight back home to the UK.
Lovely. Very, very, very nice holiday, actually, this one. And nice knowing that you've got the balcony there to enjoy as well. There was me going on about the relaxation of the sea days. You just have one sea day at the end. So it's going to be a busy itinerary. But remember, you are overnight in St John, which is good. So you could have one of those as a lazy day and stay on the ship if you wanted to. So one day touring and excursions, and then the other day just maybe stay on the ship while everyone goes off and does exciting things. So this, for me, is a truly epic trip, actually. And remember, you can book this today with a deposit of just £199 each, and there are other dates available in August, and of course you can talk to the team for prices on those. But for this package on this date, you'll be leaving on the 18th of August, flying over to New York, flight included, 3 nights there in a hotel included, then taking the Amtrak train from New York down to Boston in Massachusetts to stay here for 2 nights in a hotel before stepping on board Majestic Princess for a week of Canada and New England cruising, enjoying the view from your free balcony upgrade if you book this offer quickly. And of course, your flight back from Boston to the UK is included after the cruise. You lucky, lucky people. Are you ready for a great price tag? Are you always ready for a great price tag? Who's guessing? Everyone guesses. Everyone tries to guess the price before it pops up. That is you on a balcony on that fantastic week cruise, plus your stays in New York, Boston, and the train journey in between the two as well, you lucky, lucky people. Now, if you want to make this all-inclusive, it's really, really simple. You know how it works with Princess Plus, £50 per person per day. That's a full drinks package, Wi-Fi, tips, extra dining and more. If you want to do that when you're booking, then great, because it means that then pretty much everything is taken care of before you actually step on board the ship itself. Here's the overview of the offer and the upgrade for you as well to a suite, because we've already upgraded you for free to a balcony, so that leaves just a suite for you to ponder. What do you think? Well, if it's something like an anniversary or a big occasion or something like that, you may well want to upgrade yourself to a suite. But it's a lovely trip. It's a very interesting trip as well to do at this time of the year. And I think there's a nice variety of travel there. If you've never been to New York before, I'm on that list. That's great, because that gets you 3 nights in New York. Never been to Boston before? Fantastic. Gets you there as well for a couple of nights for a city break. And then you've got a really lovely Canada and New England cruise as well, just at the back end of summer. So heading towards that fall season, but not quite there. So, you know, you've got slightly better weather at that time of the year as well, which is lovely. Listen, if you want to know more, just speak to our amazing team right now. 7 days a week, remember, free call 0800 953 4700 is the number to call. We've got more Princess Adventures on the way in just a moment. But if you are new to us here at Cruise1st, well, I tell you what, this cruise booking business, we've been at it for a long, long time.
With over 20 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruise1st, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and Atoll Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is safe with us. We've been on your TV screens for over a decade, and we guarantee the best cruise prices. If you find one of our offers cheaper elsewhere on TV, then we'll match or beat that price. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday with many of our deals. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until your due date to pay your balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 6,000 independent reviews, so you can be fully confident when booking your next holiday with Cruise1st.
And the next 12 months is a big, big year of celebrations for us here at Cruise1st and at Cruise1st TV as well. I shall say no more for now, but just keep watching. But listen, this show's not over, Polly, is it?
It's not. You do tease. Right, we've got a whole raft of Princess Cruise offers waiting for you to snap up right now on our website, cruise1st.tv. Once you've seen the deal you love, get straight on the phone for free to talk to our team 7 days a week. Right, we're off to the Caribbean and Bahamas next for a 13-night adventure starting on the 11th of November. It's the perfect time to escape the dark and cold here, isn't it? We'll fly first from the UK over to Miami in Florida to see some much needed sunshine and check out the city with a 2-night hotel stay included. Miami's quite cool because it's this like really big vibrant city, but you've got a beach as well, and I was trying to think how many places are there that have both that kind of real city, you've got offices, you've got people living and working, but then this like holiday resort as well.
Yeah, it's bizarre because you've stayed in Miami and
Yeah.
you've seen the beach and all of the windmill balls and everything else. I've driven into Miami, and actually that drive into Miami and you see the city skyline and you're like, oh my word, this looks like the biggest city in the world. I've never seen a city bigger. It is huge and awesome, and yet
Very
you've
vibrant.
got this wonderful area with the beaches and the culture going on, you know, by the coastline. It's an incredible place to be.
Yeah, lovely, and that's going to be fantastic. Couple of nights there before joining Enchanted Princess in Fort Lauderdale for your 10-night full deluxe luxury cruise. Deluxe and luxury, they're the same thing.
They are when it comes to Princess, because everything is just so effortless and easy. Of course, actually just seeing the app there, remember you're walking around with a medallion either attached to you or on your wrist or whatever, or around your neck, and that opens up your world on Princess, of course, and then you team that up with the app. You can see in real time how busy the restaurants are and everything else, access the program, book reservations, and look, from that central atrium, everything's hanging off of that as well. So you know, once you found the atrium there, that's it. You know, your bars, your restaurants, your shopping, your this and that, all kind of spreads from this central area. And I think that makes navigating a ship so much easier. Would you take the sea walk?
It freaks me out completely.
Gotta try it,
Anything
then.
like that, but so beautiful. It's just so modern, so fresh. The colour scheme is lovely. That pool's so inviting. And of course, we're in a part of the world that's really, really inviting you to lie on one of those lounges. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be lovely. Of course, starting off your holes in the Sunshine State of Florida. I mean, fantastic. Look at that. What a place to enjoy sunbathing, reading your book, relaxing, having a cocktail. But there's also events by the pools as well. Isn't there? It's going to be fantastic. Look at that, 25 bars and restaurants. So something different for you to do every single evening. Lovely, because like we've said, it's going to be lovely and sunny where you are. Al fresco dining would just be absolutely perfect as well. But if you want to do more fancy things while you're on board, because why not? You've got the opportunity to do so. Fantastic speciality dining on board if you really want to get glammed up. But again, if you just want to do something more relaxing, there's main dining or even the buffet restaurant, which is just, especially I think maybe if you have been on an excursion or been on the beach all day, you just want to come in and relax, don't you? You don't necessarily want to dress up. It's kind of whatever you're in the mood for, and that's what's so great about the app. You can change your plans all the time, can't you?
And it is lovely and relaxed when you're out in the Caribbean as well. I mean, you know, you kind of pick up the vibe of the area that you're in as well. You'll find that, you know, the menus in the restaurants, they're not kind of over-facing. It's not like, you know, great big roast dinner and stodge, is it? Because you're in the Caribbean, you're in a sunshine environment, so you want food that reflects that. You want, you know, surf and turf and that kind of, you know, lighter side of life, and lots of lovely salads and vibrant food to match where you are. And Princess is so good at doing that. And you've seen just how many places there are to be outside and lounge. So you will find your place that you like to be. You know, it might be more quiet sanctuary for you.
That looks amazing, that adults-only top deck retreat. What a treat. It just looks like this really exclusive celebrity-style beach club, doesn't it? Fantastic.
Yeah, you'll get very used to it.
Oh, yes. So you're cruising out of Fort Lauderdale, and then we start with our first destination at Princess Keys, which is, of course, the private island of Princess. It's in the Bahamas, and it's just, I mean, it's everything you'd expect. When you say the word Bahamas, yeah, you think of turquoise blue waters, don't you? And those lovely golden sands. You've got all that, but there's so much more going on. There's water sports while you're there as well. Do some kayaking, paddle boarding, or just, you can get one of those floating mats and just lie on the sea and
They
float.
are brilliant. You can get them for like more than 2 people as well, can't you? Which is really, really lovely. Such a treat of a day that will be. And of course, it's just you and the passengers from the ship.
Which very, very exclusive. A day at sea, then you're going to be in St Thomas in the Virgin Islands. Here you've got Magens Bay, which is often rated as one of the top beaches in the Caribbean. So that's going to be pretty spectacular as well. It's on to Phillipsburg and St Martin next. Now here you can go to Maho Beach, where you can do plane spotting because it's so close to the international airport. You get a lot of plane spotters there.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a little secret
They
geek
come in really low.
Yeah, exactly. It's on to Antigua next, which is just a very, very beautiful island. You can swim and snorkel with stingrays there. You can feed and pet them. There's coral reefs as well. I mean, there's 365 beaches as well on the island, so just you are absolutely sport for choice. This is all about the sunshine, isn't it, and the beaches. Yeah. St Kitts is next, which is split into 2 sides. It's got the Dutch side, the French side. It's worth seeing both. Great beaches on both sides and some fantastic snorkeling as well while you're there. Great excursions on a 4x4 island safari. Well worth it. Tortola in the British Virgin Islands is next. Now here, if you want to do something a little bit different to the beaches, there's the Old Government House Museum, just to learn all about Tortola's history, the colonial building that's been converted to sort of show artefacts from the island's past. A couple of days at sea takes you back to Fort Lauderdale, where you'll catch your flight home to the UK.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And remember, in all of those ports, if you're thinking, well, I don't know any of those places, you know, do I just wander to them or what happens? You know, you've got excursion opportunities all of the way through. You can book up excursions for private beach days on the islands, snorkeling and, you know, other water sports or other attractions. You can book them as excursions. You can find your own way around. You've got massive choice while you're in the Caribbean. Or, you know, what you can do sometimes on a sea day in the Caribbean, on a port day in the Caribbean, is you can let everybody else go off and do their tour, and you can have the top deck to yourself and just enjoy the wonderful sunshine coming down, beating down on you, and the views, because the views are spectacular, whether you're looking out to sea or whether you're looking into the port. Great views there for you. Now, other dates for this package run in March and November, plus February and March in 2026. So you can talk to the team about prices for a range of dates, but I'm going to price this up for the 11th of November for you, day after my birthday. The package includes the flight from the UK out to Miami, a 2-night hotel stay there, which is lovely, and then a 10-night cruise on Enchanted Princess to their private Bahamas resort and around the Caribbean back into Fort Lauderdale, and your flight back to the UK from Miami. Now, if you're thinking, oh, sounds lovely, Derek, but this is bad timing for me right now. I can't be booking a Caribbean cruise right now. Would a low deposit help? £199 per person. You can lock in the price that we've got for you right now. When you see the price, I'm almost going to apologise for how good this is. Look, I know. That's flights, your 2 nights in Miami and your fantastic and quite comprehensive Caribbean cruise as well with Princess. I am going to tempt you one step further, I'm afraid, with this, because we've got a special offer. In fact, I'm not afraid. This is brilliant news. On this offer, I'm going to give you an Ocean View price in just a moment. If you take that Ocean View upgrade, we will upgrade it again to the fresh air and the doors and the table and chairs outside on your very own balcony. So let's go and have a look at the overview and the upgrade prices then to get you up to balcony. So you can see there on the screen, Ocean View and balcony prices are the same, because we are saying take the Ocean View upgrade price at $399. We will upgrade that for free to a balcony for you. Any complaints out there? Let me listen. Anyone complaining, Polly? I can't hear anything. No, everyone's happy with that. Fantastic. And we've got low deposit on it today, so you can book this today for just £199 each deposit, and it is yours. But remember, prices don't stay still for long. So if you see something that you love, grab it both hands, because you know what? Next November, that could be you off to the Caribbean, and why not? 0800 953 4700 is the number to call if you fancy that. And having just been in the Caribbean at that time of the year, I can highly recommend it.
Oh, rub it in, why don't
Sorry.
you lucky thing. Right, it's time now for an Alaskan discovery adventure with Princess for the 9th of May. So it's coming up quite soon, and there's no time like the present to get this booked. We'll start with your 10 nights by flying from the UK to Seattle. And let's discover this city by staying here for 2 nights in a hotel before we cruise, which is great. I do love a couple of nights before a cruise just to kind of really get into the holiday spirit, but also it's such a great opportunity, I think, when you go somewhere like this to really soak it in, because cities can be different by the day and night, can't they?
Well, and then there is the other thing as well, that you meet somebody on the cruise, if you haven't spent time in the place you cruised from, somebody on the cruise says, oh, did you do so-and-so when you were in Seattle? You're like, no, we didn't have any time to. With this, you've got 2 nights there to discover it, and there are some really, really big highlights to go and enjoy in Seattle at a nice relaxed pace for you. Get amazing views from the Space Needle.
Absolutely, look at that, incredible, so beautiful. Yay! You're going to have the best time before joining your wonderful Princess cruise, which is going to be lovely. You're cruising with Discovery Princess. Look at that. I think they just look so inviting. Like every single aspect is like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. You can just imagine yourself there, can't you? Yep, watching a show in the spa. I mean, who wouldn't go, oh, that's not me. No, I'm not into that. No, come on. It's lovely. It's luxurious. You're going to be, like, every kind of need that you've got on holiday is catered for and taken care of. And I think that's what's so lovely.
Even those you didn't know you had.
Yes.
It's funny, actually, because when you are on a cruise and these little things pop up, you know, that are available to do or to see or to experience, you think, oh, should we give that a little try? And you think, oh gosh, I never imagined doing that as part of my holiday, and I've come back having learnt this or having experienced that. And even things like the spas when you go on board cruise ships, you know, they'll often during the cruise they'll do a special promotion for some kind of rub down or wrap or whatever it might be, and you think, oh, actually, shall I give that a go? And it, you know, very, very nice to try.
And I mean, you're really activity based when you're on holiday. You like to do stuff, don't you? Whereas I probably am, like a massage, like to lie by the pool. And that's what's so wonderful about cruising, is that it does cater, whether you want to be down at the gym or relaxing in the spa or doing stuff. There's entertainment, but that might be at a different pool to the relaxation pool, isn't there? And inside the stuff. I mean, just taking the opportunity to do that walk, that's not for me, but it might be for you. It's lovely. And then here we are, just a little snapshot to give you a flavour of what the staterooms look like. As you can see, extremely luxurious, really well appointed, just wonderful. Then we get on to the entertainment. Of course, you've got the Princess Theatre, where you've just got incredible shows every single night of the week, which is amazing. Maybe you want to be outside, and movies under the stars, which is kind of what Princess, it's one of their USPs, isn't it? Everyone loves that, snuggling up, popcorn. But also some of those movies, they put on like all the sporting matches as well.
I wonder if they'll show something like Frozen or something ice-related as we're in Alaska. I don't know.
Let it go.
Who knows? Sleepless in Seattle, yes, it might be. You never know. You'll have to let us know when you get back. What a nice thing. But they might tailor the films and things like that to the part of the world you're in. That is all a surprise yet to be discovered. So let's take our 7-night cruise out of Seattle.
Arriving in Alaska, how exciting, to Ketchikan. Now here there's a great excursion. You know, you have to go on a helicopter, so I don't know if you're scared of heights, but just to see the Fjords National Monument and like the landscapes from above, the waterfalls, is extremely memorable, absolutely beautiful. Next we're arriving in Juneau. Now here you've got the Mount Roberts Tramway, and again, you'll get incredible panoramic views. It's just all about the scenery this holiday and the landscapes. There's hiking trails as well if you feel a little bit more adventurous. Skagway is next. Here you can explore a portion of the famous Chilkoot Trail, which was used by prospectors during the gold rush. That sounds like some old film, doesn't it?
It does.
You can hike along the trail and see just the beauty of the Alaskan wilderness while you're there. A day at sea takes you to Canada in Victoria. Here you've got the Butchart Gardens. I mean, wow, vibrant floral displays, walking paths, very tranquil settings, several themed areas as well. You've got the Sunken Garden and the Rose Garden. Now, here's a flavour of what you're going to experience.
Yeah, we're almost sorry to do this to you, actually, but, we're going to show you a video of the kind of things that you can enjoy and see and experience while you are in Alaska, because, in no video, I've come to realise this now, actually, no video that we show you will place you there in the atmosphere, in the feeling, in the views that you are seeing. And every Alaskan cruise is entirely different. That's the great thing about cruising Alaska. Every cruise is unique. I would definitely want to take your binoculars with you, and see what you can see if you decide to go for an ocean view or, a balcony upgrade. Even if you're up there on top deck as well, my eyes would be on stalks. But what an amazing natural wonder and a very different part of the world to go and explore as well. I think this is going to be a real treat for you, in fact, because it is somewhere that's very, very different. We don't have anywhere like it anywhere near the UK. And it's an extraordinary thing. And the more people go there, the more people want to go there. I mean, that's what's happening right now. That's why we're showing you so many Alaska itineraries. Everyone wants to go. And
it's a great way. I mean, cruising, how on earth would you know where to go and what to do and get those incredible views? I mean, if you've got a balcony room and you're seeing all these incredible fjords from the cruise ship, can you just imagine?
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Do pack wisely.
Yes.
It's a bit chilly.
I'd imagine as well, to get from place to place to place in any other way, you might be standing on some pretty chilly train platforms. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather do it from the cruise, go back to the lovely warm comfort of my stateroom and have everything done for me, have all my dinners cooked and, have the room cleaned and everything else. It's a way to live, isn't it? Now, other dates are available in May for this package as well. So if you want to talk to the team for prices for those, you absolutely can. Of course, you've always got the number there, 0800 953 4700. Our package is the 9th of May for 10 nights. Includes your flight from the UK out to Seattle, a 2-night hotel stay there to enjoy the city, and then 7 nights of Alaskan adventures on the Discovery Princess, plus of course your flight back from Seattle to the UK. Another good news on this one, we have deposits again of just £199 for this, and a very, very tempting Alaska itinerary price. So good. I mean, really, really good. So if you've been desperate for years to go to Alaska, maybe, friends of yours have just come back from a trip, or you just keep hearing about it, or maybe you've just been watching the channel and saying, actually, it's about time we went and did that, then here's your opportunity with a low deposit as well of just £199 each. Here's the overview for the cruise and your upgrades as well. So there's your price for balcony and for suite. And don't forget, of course, if you do want to make this all-inclusive, you like those kind of reassurance of knowing that all the drinks are kind of covered while you're on board, then think about adding Princess Plus to your offer as well, because, £50 per person per day gets you a premium drinks package, it gets you Wi-Fi, it gets you tips for the whole cruise, extra dining that would normally be chargeable included, and also delivery charges for Ocean Now, which is delivering to where you are on the ship and delivering to the stateroom. No extra delivery charges if you take Princess Plus. So it's well worth thinking about, because that's all covered in £50 per person per day. And I think on a 7-night itinerary, as this is for Alaska, I just think that makes perfect sense. One at a time responsibly, of course, I have to say, but it is well worth it. If you're thinking about that right now, don't think about it for too long, because those prices do change very, very quickly. Everything's subject to availability. I have to just remind you of that the whole time. Every single show that you see, every single price tag that you see on the channel is all subject to availability, and they can change really, really quickly. So if you want to take advantage of that right now, just get on the phone lines and talk to our team, 0800 953 4700. I think the other thing about going to Alaska as well in particular, is kind of the anticipation for you, knowing that you're doing, and also the stories you bring back to your circle of friends, your family and whatever, because not many of them would have been there.
Exactly, and that's what I like to do when I go on holiday. I like going somewhere that people haven't been to, and they're like, oh, what was it like? It's quite nice being the first person.
Everywhere you've been, I haven't been. But it's great though, it's lovely getting that, firsthand from someone that has been as well, which is why Polly is here on a very regular basis. Listen, thanks for your company in this show. Stay right where you are. As always, so much more on the way from Cruise1st TV.